Hey, good morning. Tommy Martin here, hanging out in my kitchen. Hey, I hope you're having a great day. Hey, last week we talked about rejoicing and being joyful, and this morning we'll be in Philippians 4:10 through 13, talking about contentment. So Philippians 4:10 through 13. I rejoice greatly in the Lord that at last you renewed your concern for me. Indeed, you were concerned, but you had no opportunity to show it. I am not saying this because I am in need, for I have learned to be content whatever the circumstances. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. I can do all this through Him who strengthens me. And now I want to skip down to verse 18. I have received full payment and have more than enough. I am amply supplied now that I have received from Epaphroditus the gifts you sent. They are a fragrant offering, an acceptable sacrifice pleasing to God. And my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of His glory in Christ Jesus. So, how much does your contentment rely on your current circumstances? If we're honest, most of us admit to having a correlation in our lives between our circumstances and our contentment, meaning that if things are going well for us, then we're content. But if things are going bad for us, we are not content. How does this manifest itself in our lives? Well, we're a little inconsistent, like I said, in our contentment. We go out of our way to try to find contentment where we probably shouldn't be looking for it, and we blow a lot of money on it. The average American household has over $16,000 of credit card debt. Now, some of this debt may have to do with a medical emergency or the loss of a job, especially in these times with the COVID shutdown. But some of this debt is simply people trying to buy contentment. I will buy something and it will make me happy. Really? Maybe for a while. This type of contentment may be sometimes fulfilling, but usually only a short while. True contentment lies outside of our circumstances. Paul says he's learned the secret of being content. And the secret is to be satisfied with God's presence in your life. That is what is consistent. That is what is permanent. Money can be lost. Vacations end. The new car becomes the old car. The new toy breaks. If we look for contentment in temporary things, we will always be looking. Find your contentment in God. And then verse 19, which says that God will meet all your needs. Is this true for everyone? Is it true for all Christians? Is it true for Christians who are generous with others or with the needs of the church? Or was it just true at this specific time for these specific believers in Philippi who had given this offering or this gift or this financial support to Paul? Well, certainly at a minimum, it is true about those believers in Philippi. But perhaps it's also true for those of us that will use our resources as God instructs us to, and be generous with the church and generous with people that are trying to do God's work. This concept, I love this phrase in here that this is it's a fragrant offering to God. That concept is mentioned a couple of times. Once in Revelation when it describes our prayers, that they're a fragrant incense before God. And here in Philippians, it regards to our offering. So, hey, let's be prayerful and let's be generous, because that's fragrant to God, and that's a blessing to others around us. And I know it's strange, but we will find contentment when we do those things. Not that we buy more stuff for ourselves. And nothing wrong with stuff. I got lots of stuff. You got lots of stuff. Stuff's fine, but it won't make us happy. Find your contentment in God. God bless you. Be content today. Love you.